Awesome for the win. All right, this is our last round of this Vintage League. Playing some Pio. This hand is... Man. This hand doesn't do very much. This hand's pretty all in on a Tinker Blightsteel. But I don't actually think that's that bad of a place to be. Problem more so is that our Tinker Blightsteel is not guaranteed to even happen on turn 2. I'm like pretty sure this is like a pretty bad hand, but I kind of want to play it for the science. I think I want to play this for the science. I think in the blind I like mulliganing this hand, but I'm not 100%. We do have a force pitching out a dead blue card, and we have a legitimate probably turn 2, maybe turn 3, or probably turn 3, maybe turn 2 Tinker Blightsteel. So, like if we draw any mocks right here, we're in pretty good shape, like that. I won't play around Mindbreak Trap. So, we're just gonna go for it, because that was the whole idea here. A main deck Flusterstorm's pretty bad for us. Looks like it's a main deck Flusterstorm. Ooh, the main deck Pyro? That's main deck Fluster. Okay. We can't ever get around a main deck Fluster unless he tapped out, so that's not that big a deal. And that also leads me to believe he could have dacked our Blightsteel anyways, so a little risky. But we're starting to build towards our dig through time, and we still have probably a dead Hercules to stop one of his fast plays, so of course that's our like 10th Lotus of the night. Straight into Dak, I assume, with Pyroblast backup. Oh, Chandra. Well, we certainly can't let Chandra resolve. We're currently 6 out of 8 on our way to dig through time. Oh god, he has force backup too. Alright. Possible we were just never winning this game with this hand, which is kind of what I had thought, but a turn 2 Blightsteel with force backup is really not that bad of a hand. Granted, it didn't exactly have turn 2 Blightsteel with force backup when we took the hand, but you gotta live a little. That's a pretty much a dead draw, so that's pretty bad. We were really looking for a mana crypt there. That puts us right into a dig through time. He's just plussing this Chandra into nothing, huh? Alright, I mean, he's probably going to Chandra ult, and it's probably going to kill us, but what is there to do? Oh, he went for mana this time. Does he have a spell? Is it a Dak Fade-In? I do not want you to cast Dak Fade-In. Please no. Alright. We need some serious business, like now. This is close to serious business. Alright, we get the two of our best cards off our top 7, and then every time that guy casts a spell, we're in trouble. So we found Ancestral Snapcaster Mage, which is pretty high on my list of things I want to be doing right now. So we can't repeal this Chandra because we're 1 mana short of getting Time Walk repeal Chandra, which is really unfortunate. I would have loved to do that, but instead I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with, it could be Ancestral Pio, but I think it's just Ancestral Snap. He can definitely still have a Mental Misstep in his hand, but I think this is the highest upside. A little unfortunate. Excuse me. Yep, he's got a misstep. But that's one less misstep for his Chandra ult. But he does get to top off his Chandra here. I assume. He could always not, I guess. Is he not? He's not. I feel like that's greedy, but I guess we really have no way to actually deal with that thing. So I'm firing this off now. Does he have a Pyroblast? Oh, he drew a Mana Drain. Alright. He had one land hand too. Man. Lotus, Force of Will, Planeswalker, huh? Pretty rough. We did get Flusterstormed. We definitely could have not gone for it, but that's gonna kill us, so I'm good there. Typically I like to board in Karn on the grind, take out Dak Tinker on the against that kind of deck, board out Hercules, and board in a Needle. And this is where I kind of like to be against them. Alright, we get to be on the play now. It's our turn to play Lotus. Unfortunately, our hand is entirely missteppable. Makes me a sad, sad man. Okay. I don't want a PO. I'll definitely take an Ancestral. I'm just gonna go. Now I kind of wish I had a PO. I mean, we can go get a PO for sure. We might want to just go get a Force of Will, though. We're kind of in a really good spot with the cards we have in our hand. I think we can just Ponder, though. I do kind of wish I kept the PO on top, but I didn't think we were going to draw Mana Crypt. I mean, these cards are all kind of gas. We're trying to fuel our dig through time as well. The only way this really goes bad is if he plays a turn 1 Stony Silence. I just want both of these cards, I think. It might have been that might be the wrong order, though. It could definitely be the wrong order. We don't have infinite mana here. That's the big problem. He definitely has Flusterstorm, though. Definitely want to start by going and getting our Time Vault. And we'll see if I can get a Merchant Scroll to resolve. I assume this is going to get countered. Ooh, got Pyroblasted. That could have been... I'm not sure if I like the order I chose there. So if he Stony Silences here, my Time Vault looks really bad. But I didn't think he was on Stony Silence because we saw Chandra. We'll have to see though. Next turn, if we draw a mana, we can dig through. We can really just dig through time for a Force of Will is where we're at. I think that's our best play. We're just trying to find some counterspell backup for this Time Vault. We don't really need... Guess we'll just keep Ancestral in our yard. I guess a Snapcaster here is pretty bad for us. That puts him on just Force of Will. Maybe I sequence that poorly. I feel like I'm rushing this slightly. So his last 4 cards, one of them has to be Force of Will. He didn't have it. I think I would like to go back and look at that one. I think the sequencing there was kind of poor. Not exactly sure what I would like to do. I definitely think Demonic Tutoring for Time Vault might have been wrong, just because we don't know for sure he's not playing Stony Silence yet. It really looks like he's playing like a red-blue deck or a rug deck, so I think it's like fine, but it's possible that that was just really greedy. And these hands are so bad. This one's closer. I actually think this is fine. I just need to keep, not that. I need to keep actual Moxen. Library is just about the worst thing that could happen to us, probably. Because this hand doesn't really set up a fast kill well. Oh, I guess Brainstorm's pretty good. I guess we'll keep a Brainstorm. Brainstorm can let me put some of these POs away. As long as he doesn't draw in his top 2 cards Mental Misstep, we should be in a pretty decent spot then. I'm pretty sure I'm going to snap off a Misstep. Or, oh, we did not hit a land either. That's really good. That means we can't get flustered or pyroblasted, which were major concerns. But did he draw a Misstep? He did draw a Misstep in his top 2. I guess he could have had it and not preordained. This is fine though. We're gonna go for the Time Walk and see if we can hit a any kind of Moxen basically off the top. That way we can cycle some we can cycle these POs. Looking for any kind of Mox. That's not any kind of Mox. I guess we're passing it back. It's kind of unfortunate. He's still looking for lands. Still hasn't hit lands. It means nothing's probably resolving. Alright, that's a Mox. So let's see. The only thing he can cast is Force of Will, and that puts him off Library. So he's really not incentivized to stop this. And it's just draw 2 anyways. Looking for 2 Moxes off this so that our Tolarian can just go to town. That's a pretty good one. Oh boy. Yeah, I like that. Do I want to do it this turn? Yeah, I think so. That's a solid play. Pretty easy for me to force if he forces here too. I don't think I'm like comboing this turn, so I think it's actually fine for me to just take this Flooded Strand out of my yard. I'm gonna cast Preordain to get another card, and then I'm gonna cast Brainstorm. Yeah, I'm looking for a bunch of Moxen, basically. Oh, I can't play Tolarian, so I can't PO this turn. But that's not that big a deal. I actually don't know if I actually want to go with Moxen. Now that I think about it, we could just play Time Walk. I guess it's fine. We can just play a Time Walk. And we kind of want those cantrips, I think. Maybe we just don't actually want them. No, we want at least one for force, I think. I'm going to play Remora, and then I'm going to PO for 3. I think I want to crack this first, though. I'm not 100% sure on the lines I took on this one. Could have been slightly better, I think. So yeah, we're gonna play 2 Mox, Mentor, Opal, Remora. We'll play our Tolarian. I guess a little greedy to cast Preordain here. I guess I shouldn't have played Tolarian then. I would definitely like to play that game over. I think my sequencing there was way, way off. I kind of decided how I wanted to take that Yogg-Will different. I changed how I wanted to Yogg-Will in the middle of Yogg-Willing. I was looking to try to get a PO going, but then in the middle of Yogg-Willing, I didn't think that PO was actually the right way to go. But it turns out it's just like a delayed PO is what I really wanted to do. So I think I would have definitely sequenced a little differently. I kind of want to go look at that again.